let slide by. Tracy Martin.
Kia ora, Mr Chair. Thank you very much. If I can just pick up where my colleague Ron Mark left off with regard to these supplementary order papers. And specifically, it is around the supplementary order paper that Gareth Hughes has brought, around making sure that there is competition in the non-urban telecommunications market and diversity in the non-urban communities. And I'd like to specifically request that the Māori Party and the ACT Party cast their vote, the ACT Party because they are a believer in competition, because that is what their party stands for, an open market, and that I believe that this is something that I can't imagine that the ACT Party wouldn't support, making sure that all members of the telco community have an opportunity to vie for these government dollars so that they can compete inside a real market. And I would also seek that, I'm hoping that the Māori Party might also support this, because again, this is about rural communities and rural workforces and rural companies and small SMEs. This is what these clauses are about. And I have received an email in the last few minutes with regard to these SOPs from Telecommunications, who are the largest fixed wireless rural broadband provider in the Hawke's Bay. And they wish to confirm that the charges of the TDL will not result in extra costs being passed on to consumers. The Telecommunications Development Levy has been built into our existing pricing and will continue to be done. This is one of these companies, they pay the levy, sir. They already pay the levy, these small telcos, but they cannot, unless this bill goes through, there's no guarantee that they'll be allowed to play with the big boys. They continue. It is well known that the previous $300 million has not been well spent, but with the new funding that is planned for the next few years, it will bring real results, bringing real broadband to rural New Zealand if it is distributed via regional players. Yeah. The New Zealand Wireless Providers Association is a collective of rural broadband providers that are applying for TDL funding. With no government funding in the past, they have achieved over 50,000 rural subscribers, providing download speeds in excess of 5 megabytes per second. This SOP supports those providers. I implore the Māori Party and the ACT Party to stand by their principles, and today to assist and stand by their principles of real competition, supporting Māori, supporting rural communities. Vote for this SOP to place this on the legislation. I'm sure that they have the opportunity and the time to walk over and let the whip of the government members know that that is the way they are voting, thereby meeting the obligations of their agreement. So therefore, I implore again the Māori Party and the ACT Party to stand up for what they believe in and vote for the supplementary order paper.
Competition. Melissa Lee.
I move that the question be now put.